Okay, so let's quickly back up and refresh ourselves again about what's going on before we move on. So we said fall protection is everything. Fall prevention, fall restraint, fall arrest, they fall underneath fall protection. And I said fall restraint falls underneath fall prevention. It's a lot of falls. But underneath fall arrest, we did touch on a specific system, a personal fall arrest system. This is your safety harness with a lanyard or a safety harness with a retractable lifeline or something like that. Underneath fall restraint, we have three different systems that we're going to get to just now in the book. We're going to go through a personal positioning system, a personal suspension system, and a personal retrieval system. All right. So we said with the personal fall arrest system, that would be your shock absorbing lanyard, safety net, and your vertical lifeline with a rope grab, as well as with a retractable lifeline. So let's get now on the book. In the book, we're going to talk about the first type of restraint system on page 41. Page 41. And this would be your personal positioning system. That's the first one. So let's read there. What is a personal positioning system? The first line. It says, a personal positioning system is required if a worker must be held in place while his hands are free to work. Highlight that sentence for me. That is very important stuff. Personal positioning system is required when a worker must be held in place while his hands are free to work. And we can see this on screen. Okay, we can see this guy, there's the positioning belt keeping in place. This guy with the rope positioning lanyard keeping him in place. Same with the lady there with the rope lanyard. Now, this positioning system can be divided into two different equipment. We have the positioning belt itself, which is usually built into the safety harness. We know the Group P safety harnesses. And then we have the positioning lanyard. Now, this positioning lanyard is the belt that goes around the actual pole or anchor point, whatever the case may be. It can be made out of three different material as well. Webbing, rope, and chain. Okay, so I've never worked with a chain one before, never seen one before, only on the screen. The rope one is okay, but I prefer the webbing one. It's just a clean equipment to actually work with. The rope one always has this extra rope hanging here beside you, which you can either work with a rope grab or your descender in a reverse position to keep you up there. You can then shorten it by pulling onto the additional rope, but with the webbing one, you have to beforehand adjust. It's difficult to adjust while you're actually working with it. So if you want to have quick adjustments, you work with the rope one. If you want to just have a clean setup, you're going to work with the webbing one. And as I said, I've never worked with the chain one before, never seen one before, but they do exist, as you can see there. They're more for hot works. So this is when you're working with a welder or cutting torch or something while working at heights. You don't want your rope or webbing to get damaged by the heat. Sparks and flames, not good for webbing or for rope. Okay. That is the positioning system. Now, on the next page, if you turn over, you're going to see there we have the personal suspension system. All right, so let's read as well. The first line, it says there, the personal suspension system is required when it is necessary to suspend and hold a worker from above. Highlight that for me. Very important stuff.